Oh my God. Hey, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Seriously, this is awesome. Today, we're going to be painting a curve toward Sydney's soul. Yeah, it's this super chill watercolor with that sun-drenched Sydney street vibe. Jacarandas blooming all over the place. And you've even got the Opera House and the Harbor Bridge hanging out in the distance like old friends. We're going to do this together in 4 really beautiful, easy steps. All right, so grab your brushes, get comfy, and let's get started. Step 1, sketching. We begin with a light, confident sketch using a soft 5B pencil. Gently map out the curving road as it sweeps from the foreground toward the harbor. Loosely place the Opera House shells, the arch of the harbor bridge, and the canopy of jacaranda trees on both sides. Keep your pencil lines soft. We're just creating a quiet guide for the watercolor to follow. Don't overwork the sketch. The freedom of the painting lives in what comes next. Step 2, sky and first wash. First, thoroughly wet the upper half of the paper with clean water. We're working wet on wet to create a soft, luminous sky. While the paper is still glistening, float in cobalt blue from the top, then touch in a whisper of yellow ochre near the horizon for warmth. I'm leaving the Opera House area as pure white paper. We'll return to those iconic sails later. Now, while everything is still damp, let's layer the scene. With Viridian and burnt sienna, I'm painting the soft silhouette of the city in the background. Just shapes, no details yet. Next comes one of my favorite moments, the jacaranda wash. A loose, dreamy blend of cobalt blue and lavender floods both sides. Feel free, feel soft. Then I paint the harbor water beneath the Opera House with rich blues. Finally, I build the lower street with permanent orange, sepia, burnt sienna, and neutral tint, warm earth tones for the sunlit road, then sweep in a rich, dark blue for the bold shadows slanting across the street. Step 3, detailing. Now we bring this city to life, piece by piece. I start in the background with the harbor bridge, using neutral tint and a fine point brush. I carefully render the steel arch and its vertical hangers. Those crisp dark lines instantly give the painting depth and distance. Then the centerpiece, the Opera House. I glaze the shell roofs with yellow ochre and neutral tint to suggest the warm textured tiles, then use rich sepia for the deep shadows underneath each sail. The contrast makes those shells glow. Next, I work back into the jacaranda trees on both sides. Using sepia, yellow ochre, and burnt sienna, I model the shades and shadows within the canopy, dark beneath the clusters, lighter where the sun filters through. This gives the purple bloom its gorgeous depth. Now for the street, the cars and the cyclists that bring this scene to life. I paint the vehicles in the middle of the road first. The bright yellow car catches the eye immediately with pure cadmium yellow. Then the white and gray cars to the right, with strong, decisive, neutral tint shadows pooling beneath them. Those shadows anchor the cars to the street and create a sense of bright, harsh sunlight. Finally, the solitary cyclist on the left, painted with flowing, gestural brushstrokes to capture motion. A helmet, a jersey, the curve of the bicycle frame. Beneath him, I paint his cast shadow stretching across the road. That shadow connects him to the ground and to the whole composition. It's a small figure, but it carries so much of the painting's quiet poetry. Now for the tree shadows on the street, and here I want to share one of watercolor's most expressive techniques, the dry brush. Load your flat brush with a medium dark mix of sepia and neutral tint, then press the brush against a cloth or tissue to remove most of the moisture. When you drag this almost dry brush quickly across the textured cold-pressed paper surface, the pigment only catches the raised tooth of the paper, leaving beautiful, broken, flickering marks. These dry brush strokes are perfect for shadows falling across a sunlit road. They feel alive, spontaneous, and full of light because the white paper glows through the broken edges. Don't press hard, let the brush skim lightly. The more you trust the paper's texture, the more magic you get. Step 4, dry brush and highlighting. This final step is where everything comes together. We connect, refine, and make the painting sing. I pick up a small point brush loaded with sepia and begin painting the tree trunks and branches, those lovely dark calligraphic lines weaving through the purple canopy. Work with confidence. Each stroke is a brush stroke, not a drawing. Then I add a few loosely painted pedestrians on the right footpath, just gestural shapes with neutral tint and burnt sienna. A few strokes is all it takes. The eye fills in the rest. I refine and deepen the darkest darks, the shadows under the cars, the underside of the bridge, the deepest parts of the tree canopy, with concentrated neutral tint. Strong darks make the lights sing. Finally, the highlights, I pick up my finest point brush and load it with white watercolor paint. Not gouache, but genuine white watercolor, which is more transparent and integrates beautifully without sitting on the surface like gouache can. With tiny, deliberate strokes, I touch in the sparkle on the water, the glinting edges of the opera house sails, the shine on the car rooftops, the cyclist's helmet, and the bright flickers of light dancing through the jacaranda blossoms. These small white accents are the final breath of life in the painting. They lift everything and create that sense of sunlit radiance. Less is more. Each touch counts. And there she is, a curve towards Sydney's soul. Thank you so much for painting with me today. I hope this journey through jacaranda-framed streets and harbor light has inspired you to pick up your brushes and find your own quiet poetry in the world around you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and follow the channel. There are so many more paintings and techniques to explore together. Drop a comment below and share a photo of your own version. I'd love to see your Sydney. Until next time, keep painting, keep exploring.